Now, KLBK's first warning weather with Chief Meteorologist Jacob Briley.
Well, good Wednesday evening, South Plains. An active night of severe weather is expected, at least for portions of the area. And by this time tomorrow morning, or rather tomorrow evening, we could be dealing with another wave of severe storms out there. But let's go ahead and hop outside tonight on our Bonneville Skyview Network camera in Clovis. We're beginning to see that distant lightning increase. Clovis, you technically are under a severe thunderstorm warning through 9:30 Mountain Time, which is 10:30 Central Time. So about 15 more minutes on that warning for you. We'll get to more on that in just a second. But across the region right now, we're sitting in the 70s. For the most part, clouds increasing over the northwestern South Plains. We have a few 60s, even a few 80s still popping up out there as well. But we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that has now been extended to include Swisher and Briscoe counties, going through at least midnight tonight for our West Texas counties, 11 p.m. Mountain Time. For Curry County. In those areas, we could see 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts up to lime-sized hail, and yes, even some isolated tornadoes could be possible. So you need to stay weather aware overnight tonight. But that's where most of the activity is at now in the Panhandle. But this is expected to dip south and east over the next couple of hours. Zooming in more locally, notice that Curry County is the only portion of the region that we cover here on KLBK with any active alerts, but we're tracking this mess of a storm moving through Duff Smith County, about to pass back to the north of Hereford toward Canyon area. So heads up there, large hail damaging winds. Amarillo, the worst, looks to pass just southwest of you, but this line, you're beginning to see it fill back in. That's all going to push to the east and southeast, making for a pretty long night for us here across the South Plains. Now, level 2 out of 5 slight risk remains in place for areas in yellow. That's where we have the greatest risk of seeing severe storms overnight tonight, but all locations in that dark green area could see some severe storms too. So as we go forward in time, data doing a pretty good job with placement on this activity. Notice that continues to push it southeast by 1 a.m. impacting northern Lamb, northern Hale, back towards Briscoe and Floyd counties. That activity continues to push to the east, but with that, an outflow boundary begins to set up, bringing severe storms into the Lubbock Metro by 4 a.m. We will see that extend from Muleshoe back throughout portions of Roosevelt County around the 4 a.m. hour as well. This activity continues to kind of back build on itself, bringing heavy rainfall through the morning hours. And with this outflow boundary, additional development is likely along and behind that through the morning hours. You can see really all the way through noon. Once that rain starts in Lubbock, it can stay with us on and off. So we're going to be paying close attention to that overnight tonight. Now through midnight, storms arriving for areas in black over the northwestern South Plains. Midnight to 3 a.m., that medium shade of gray, including Lubbock, and storms arriving from 3 to 6 a.m. there for areas in the lightest shade of gray. No, not every single location is going to see rain tonight, but if you're going to see storms, this is the earliest window in which they're expected to start for your exact location. So again, tonight, biggest concerns, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts up to lime-sized hail. Isolated tornadoes will be a possibility. Flash flooding is going to be a concern as well. Then as we head into look at that flash flood potential tonight through tomorrow, notice a slight risk, including most of the region and the city of Lubbock. Now through Saturday morning, notice some of our southern areas could see the heaviest rainfall with possibly 2 to 4 inches of rain piling up. Now by Thursday, tomorrow afternoon, another widespread slight risk. In fact, the entire viewing area is under that slight risk of severe storms. So as we go forward in time, our outflow boundary backs to the north and east, and notice by 3 p.m. we have supercells developing out across southern portions of the area. By 6 p.m. activity developing in eastern New Mexico. We'll have to watch it close. Could come into Lubbock by the 7 to 8 p.m. time frame. By 9 to 10 p.m. still dealing with that activity, but by midnight to 2 a.m. starting to see much more improvement around our area. So for tomorrow, another wave of afternoon severe storms with 80-mile-an-hour wind gust, softball-sized hail, isolated tornadoes, and more flash flooding will be possible. And up in Oklahoma City tomorrow night there at Devon Park, game number 2 will be underway. First pitch looks good, but by the time of the final out, we could have some showers and storms for the Lady Raiders to contend with. So the weather aware day goes into effect now, lasts all day Thursday, and could see another one on Friday as more severe weather is expected.